To you, Taurus. So you have the moon, the wheel, and then you have the epiphany. So three major arcana back to back to back. So for you, Taurus, right? The moon, the wheel, and the epiphany speaks to, let me see. Um so some of you Taurus may feel like some of you Taurus have reached a huge epiphany, a level of understanding that you Taurus understand that once again you identified how to know very soon if a person is going to be compatible with you or not. Um, the moon represents the moon, the wheel, and the epiphany speaks to how, from what I'm seeing, this is about you needing to understand that you're in a situation where you're going to be able to understand a person's character very, very quickly. And that, if they give you a hard time or a super difficult time immediately, then more than likely you're not going to continue to go after them for too long, right? You may still decide to actually get to know them a few more times, but if the two of you aren't compatible, let's say the second time, you know what I mean? And they're still giving you a difficult time or whatnot, the second or third time of you getting to know them, you asking them questions, finding out about them, then those people aren't really your speed. And that's what it is that I was saying. That's one thing that I am saying to you, that I am still learning myself, is that yeah, I got a lot of people who are interested in me, but it doesn't mean that me and these people are compatible long term. Because yeah, they may be into you, Taurus, but just because someone is into you does not mean that you will end up together. And what I mean by that is, yeah, they're into you, but Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Gabriel, right? Are they going to make it easy on you, or are they going to make it difficult on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you are a sincere person, them making things difficult on you is really them only doing themselves a disservice, not the other way around. And part of the reason why they could be giving you a difficult time is because they have not developed spiritually and soulfully. So they don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to engage with you. And as a result of this, the Queen of Gabriel, right, represents how, since that's the case, a lot of you feel like you don't have to put up with it. And you're right, you don't. You don't have to put up with it at all. The Knight of Gabriel, the Four of Michael, and the Eight of Gabriel right here speaks to how this is a situation where for you, uh, this is where you Taurus, right? You want someone to be into you. You want someone to show you interest, right? And what I mean when I say show you Taurus interest, right? The Knight of Gabriel, the Four of Michael, and the Eight of Gabriel, they actually show you interest as well. It's not just you showing them interest. They're showing you interest back as well. How do they show interest? Well, they show interest through cooperation. Like if a person is just, like I know some people right now who are very physically attractive, but they just you know what I'm saying? Like everything with them is like, they like me and everything like that. How do you know that they like you? Because when I'm not saying anything, they kind of on the edge of their seat, waiting to see if I say something to them. So they like me. It's just that I also understand that I'm gonna have to excommunicate from them because there's nothing really to be had from this. And then the Six of Gabriel and the Two of Michael right here speaks to how, and so, oh, my bad, I'm not done with this, my bad. So yeah, so knowing if a person likes you is if they show you cooperation, right? Like they're not making things so difficult for you. And this is what it is that I was referring to about how you have to learn to not try to force things. And what I mean by that is, if pay attention to how people are making it. Like, getting to know someone should not be super difficult. Like, if getting to know someone is like difficult, y'all are not going anywhere, then it doesn't matter how much they like you. The relationship is in limbo, which means you might as well just go ahead you might as well just go ahead and try it with another person, because they're making it difficult for you in the first place, right? Making it difficult for you. And the thing is that just look for people and engage with people who do not make it difficult. You know what I mean? Like, if a person is making it super difficult every time, it's like a struggle to get to another inch, right? Struggle to get to another inch. You get to 1 inch, then it's a struggle to get to another inch. Just leave these people alone and go speak to people who engage with you, who speak to you, Taurus, but they speak to you, Taurus, from the perspective of they're open. They're willing to do certain things. You know what I mean? And then you have the 6 of Gabriel and the 2 of Michael. And the 6 of Gabriel and the 2 of Michael is about how, and you would be surprised, but you have to also go looking, but you would be surprised who is open and who is not. My honest perspective about that, when it comes to relationships, go with a person who is cooperative. Whether it's a guy, whether it's a woman, go with the person who is cooperative, regardless of whatever you into. I'm not worried about that. I'm not moral. So if you into the same thing, whatever, that's fine. I'm not knocking that. What I'm talking about is, go for the person that does not make it such a difficult time for you. And once you're able to do that, right, or whatever you into, go for them based upon whatever you into. And once you find that person, you will be surprised at who it is. I'm not even going to lie. Sometimes those people are not the most physically attractive people in the world. But I'm telling you, Taurus, from personal experience, a lot of the physical attractive people tend to be incredibly narcissistic and hard to interact with, due to the fact that they have so many difficulties and walls up. You can be an individual that may be very much so very sincere about yours, but it does not mean that they will be open to actually really be getting to know you, to put themselves in a position where the two of you can hang out. And how you know a person will like you that is physically attractive, but then they like you, is that they will single you out. They will make you the exception to the rule, meaning that they will treat everybody else with a certain type of way, but they will treat you a little bit more harshly than others. Believe me, I know. They will treat you harshly than others. They will seek to not talk to you. They will seek to not talk to you. They will seek to separate you from the group. A group of people can talk to them, send them a whole bunch of messages, and they will talk to these individuals amazingly. But if you find yourself being in a position where, for some odd reason, my dear ladies and gentlemen, where they have a problem with you in particular, and they singling you out, this is how it is that you know that they care about you, and they care about you romantically. But the thing is that they don't want to show it. 1, because their walls are too high. 2, because they don't want to give you that kind of special treatment. Then you got people all upset at you and stuff like this that want to bring you down. So it's kind of like people having to be extra hard on you because they don't want you to know that they playing favorites. So let's clarify the 2 of Michael. The King of Cups, Page of Cups, Four of Wands, the World, and then you have the Five of Swords to clarify the Two of Michael. So again, right? Forget about people who are delusional. Forget about people who give you a hard time. Don't delude yourself, Taurus, into thinking that things are going to go your way because you specifically want them to. Do not think about that. If they are difficult to deal with, my dear Taurus, then it means that you are trying too hard. Now, granted, try hard. Call them, text them, find out what they've got going on. But do not try hard in this. Do not try so hard in the sense of you calling and texting and they're not doing anything, not reaching out, not doing anything. And the thing is that the Four of Wands and the Five of Swords speaks to how this speaks to how you're in a situation where for you this is really about how you this is really about how you you have to work things out with. Things have to be peaceful between yourself and others. You know, there has to be a certain level of peace. Like, that's one thing that I was really peeping game to as of recently. Like, why is it that I get so much difficulties? For if you join my Instagram, you see some people being upset with me and calling me all kind of names. And then, like, I'll ask myself, like, I don't get it. Like, what is the point of all of this in the first place? Because why I gotta be the one that have all these issues and stuff like this? If you've been on my Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. You'll ask yourself, why is it that I gotta deal with this issue for if I ain't even doing anything? But the thing is that the relationship, the how I know this person was too difficult. And I realized that there's a pattern there that it doesn't serve me to go after individuals that is going to give me an excessively difficult time. It's like, yeah, I could be making strides with the person, but they are wanted, they are attractive. So what that means is that they don't want to open themselves up for me. You know, even though I may be a sincere individual and I genuinely want the best for them, I genuinely want the best for you, Taurus, and all the zodiac signs that come subscribe and watch my videos and they're loyal to me and everything like that. Even though I genuinely want the best for y'all, however you achieve those things, right? Just because that's the case doesn't mean that you're going to be in a relationship with the person successfully. Because that person more than likely isn't ready. So the Four of Wands and the Five of Swords speaks to how hang out with people that want to hang out with you. And what I mean by that is pay attention to how they're moving, right? Because you Taurus are going to bring in a lot of people that are attracted to you. But there's people and then there's people, meaning there's people who will give you a difficult time even though they are attracted to you. And then there will be people who will give you an easier time even though they are attracted to you, because they are attracted to you. Maybe even though they are attracted to you. So give those people the attention and stop giving so much so the attention to people who make things difficult. Me personally, I don't like it when people do that, especially if you're attracted to me and you're giving me a difficult time, because for me it's like I'm not even going to spend my time wasting it on some nonsense in the first place, right? So I hope you Taurus pretty much learned what it is I was saying to you. So let's review it. Let's review it. You Taurus have been doing an amazing job at attracting others. You've been going up to people, talking to them, having people talk to you. Now you're just trying to figure out how to be prepared for when things get a little bit obscure, right? Unclear. How to know who is who, right? Who is into you and who is not, regardless of what they say versus what they're doing. And what I'm here to tell you is that if the person is giving you all this difficult amount of time, they do like you. The problem, though, is it's too much of a trade-off, even though they like you. I've done, trust me, don't trust me, but it still happened. I've known some baddies giving me a difficult time. I can't hang out with them. Why? Too much going on with them. Too much going on with them. They, if I'm being transparent, they think they look too good. Even though I know them, they, for whatever reason they made up in their head where maybe I'm not sincere or they're afraid. Maybe it's the fear that got them or whatever the case may be. I don't even really think it was them that looked too good. I think it was the fear. But they tried to play it off like I look too good for you type stuff. It was a lot of problems, more than it was necessary. So to help you, Taurus, alleviate the issues of going from heartbreak to heartbreak, because you got to deal with I was about to say something wild. You got to deal with some hard head, with some hard head, with a hard head. Deal with people that want to deal with you, and find something attractive about them, which the two of you can build on, and see where that goes. That's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.